Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Looking at viewer questions on my community board, somebody was asking about Putin's health. Okay, yeah, we can read on that because you never know what's going to get Putin first, his health or a sudden stop after being pushed out of a window. But instead of just limiting it to Putin, I was trying to think of we can make it a general health reading. And I think I'll include Putin, Trump, and Giuliani because those are three kind of big names in the news, older white men. Putin's not that old, but Trump and Giuliani are. I guess I could throw Biden in there too, I suppose, but he doesn't seem to have any health issues going on right now. But Putin does. Trump appears to be. It might be mental health. And Rudy, Lord knows what's going on with him. Could be everything. So let's take a look. Entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. Insert your favorite Star Trek line. I'm a doctor, not a blank. I'm a doctor, not a tarot reader. I'm a tarot reader, not a doctor. Let's see how Putin's health is doing. Come on down. We'll see. How's Vlad's health doing? I think he's stabilized at the moment. There was a lot of concern that he had cancer and that he was getting a lot of treatment and steroids and stuff. I think right now he's in a position where he's pretty comfortable with things. But again, even though this is wishes and dreams fulfilled and stuff like that, this is almost like the vibe I get is like he knows he's got a very short time left, so he's trying to button everything down with his legacy. You know what I mean? So he kind of he's got time. He's got more time, I think, than he thought he had. Knight of Swords, the Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star card. Okay, so this goes back to that thing. He's trying to button things up. I think he knows that this war that he has with Ukraine, this is his crowning moment. This is what's going to define his legacy. But you can also think of the Star card as, going to the stars and the heavens and stuff like that. When he dies, he wants to die a star. He wants to be a memorable figure who brought Russia back to power, and he's going to be revered. Those statues in all the squares, they'll rename Lenin Square to Putin Square. You know what I mean? That kind of ego. But he's disappointed right now because his war in Ukraine is not going well. And he wants it, this should have been done by now. He should have sealed his legacy, but things haven't been happening. I think the Knight of Swords in one way represents he rushed into this war and he wasn't prepared. Now that's to defend Putin. You ever thought you'd see me do that? To defend Putin, he is in an autocracy with an oligarchy, in a kleptocracy. Basically, his word is the word of God. You go against him, you die. And your buddies get to control all the major factories and companies and such, industries. Now, the kleptocracy part comes in that everybody skims off their 5% or their 10% or whatever percentage they feel they deserve. So, yeah, he could have spent $1 billion on rations. And by the time the money gets down to the soldiers, there's probably $200 million left to spend on rations. If that, it just, everybody's just skimming off the top on that one. So when he started this war, he thought he had all sorts of assets in place, and he went ahead with it, but he didn't realize that all these assets were vaporware. They weren't there. And he dropped, elite paratroopers into Kiev because he was told there'd be 10,000, 100,000 members from Kiev who would welcome them and rise up. Nope, that didn't happen. Instead, he lost a bunch of valuable troops. He's going to try and race forward. He knows his time is limited. He's going to try and race forward. And I think this this goes with and Wheel of Fortune. So, he's going to spin the big wheel here. This goes back to Dave Johnson's video, which looks like it's been taken down in the video I put up on Sunday regarding Putin and using weapons he shouldn't be using. I think he wants to, because he's wanting to bring Ukraine to their knees. And if you have to use a bigger hammer to do it, to break their will, he has no problem doing that, because he's not long for this world. He doesn't have to deal with the consequences of it. Yeah. How's his health? His health is okay. You could say it's terminal, but it's terminal, but you might have 36 months to live or 24 months to live. That type of thing. Yeah. There's no cure, but he doesn't have a month to live. He's got a couple of years out, that type of thing. So he's trying to wrap up his legacy with it. That's what I get with Putin on that. And again, he's in that Wheel of Fortune moment where he's really trying to force. Why am I putting you down there? Come on, up here. I put you down there so you can see I don't put the cards in the same spot. He's he's just trying to seal his legacy. Before he's offed, or somebody pulls a Prigozhin on him. Just hop into this plane, sir. Don't mind the bombs, the explosives. Yeah, we still haven't heard what brought that plane down. I initially thought it was a missile. There was some indication maybe that bombs were put in there. We'll find out. We will find out one day, but that day is not now. Okay. Donald Trump's health. What is Donald Trump's health like? It's funny. I asked about his health, and what I really got was his Putin's desire to have his legacy. But I think the two are linked. It's a lot of life decisions that we make would be really easy to make if we knew how much time we had left on this planet. Not the least of which, when to retire. If you found out that, you're going to pass at age 67, you're not going to wait till you get those full Social Security benefits before you retire. Go enjoy your life while you still can. All right. So, but I think Putin realized he's got enough time to do what he needs to do. Maybe it's a little bit shorter than I'm thinking, because if you're talking about using banned weapons, then that urgency is clearly there. Okay, Trump. Stop thinking about Putin. Start thinking about Trump. If that didn't make a little bit of vomit come up the back of your throat, I don't know what will. I know what will is when we start thinking about Rudy. Okay, how's Trump's health? Election interference. His health is, you got the Page of Pentacles. I think he's on the decline health-wise. Think of the King of Pentacles as being, on the top of your game, and we're down to a page here. And by Page of Pentacles, I don't mean he's healthy like a youth. I think he's more on the decline. Now, mind you, Page of Pentacles for me is my election interference card. So what I'm thinking is the election interference claims that he's making are directly impacting his health, not the least of which through stress, both financial stress and, mental health stress, high blood pressure stress, just the stressors that come with these court cases. Yeah, Jack Smith, here we go. Jack Smith is on his mind. He's bringing the insurrection case, which is also election interference. He's also bringing the Mar-a-Lago documents case, things of value. Fani Wallace is going to be stressing him out too. Oh, taking a break. Yeah, his health is under incredible stress. Very, very stressed. To the point where he might actually be scaling down or scaling back activities because he physically can't do it. Also the Sterling's show on Sunday was discussing whether Trump was going to flee again, and he still sees him fleeing to Saudi Arabia. This could be him taking a break. Now I'm going to just stay in the desert. I hear deserts are good for you, especially in Saudi Arabia that don't have extradition treaties for this guy. And then Biden. Yeah, his health is under stress. There's a lot of stuff going on. He's got indictments coming his way in court cases. He's trying to unseat Biden as the president of the United States. And the stress of all this, he can't handle the stress loads that come with it. And he really needs to take a break to recover from that. And then again, if he's really under the gun, he may flee the country, and a lot of that stress will be gone at that point, right? He'll have a hard time defending his court cases when he's not in the country, but he won't be in prison either. How's his health? His health is not good. It's not terminal. It's just not good. He's under a lot of stress, again, from all the court cases that he's under, the fear of going to prison for basically the rest of his life, or being imprisoned, shall I say. He'll never go to prison. He will be imprisoned. And trying to run for president. All on top of that. For a guy who, is 6'3" and 215 pounds of pure manhood. The paragon and the epitome of healthy masculinity. Yeah, 215 pounds on the moon. And everyone who's ever been to we had the De Young Museum where they had a scale that would show your weight if you were actually on the moon, which is about 1/6 the mass of Earth. So your weight would be 1/6 that of Earth. 1,290 pounds of Donald. Oh, poor Melania. What am I saying? She deserved it. She signed up for it. Okay, speaking of poor you guys, because now I'm going to read on Rudy Giuliani. Everybody just close your eyes and think warm, fuzzy thoughts of Rudy. Yeah. Apparently, he's still got enough gumption to go chasing after 25-year-old Cassidy Hutchinson, entertainment purposes only. How's Rudy's health? Justice. Is it judgment time for Rudy? What do we got? Ace of Cups. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Rudy is the worst of the three, and it ain't even close how he's the worst of the three. And I've heard this before. Okay, I'm just going to pull up. I heard this before, so this is not my original thinking on this one. This is the bias of listening to somebody else. And Lord knows I can't remember who it was because it was a while ago. They saw Rudy being in a court case and him not even making it through the trial. And I wouldn't doubt that. Here we are with this is, Rudy under justice. This is Rudy being convicted in some court cases, and judgment's been pronounced, stressed out, absolutely, just loses it, going away in the death card. Now this could just be that he loses some court cases and he's sent to prison. Rudy will go to prison. Trump will not. Rudy definitely will, should he live so long. Rudy's health is going to be tied directly to his court cases. When he loses those court cases, he pretty much loses his will to live, would be kind of how I would translate that. And again, entertainment purposes only. You know, he's got. It appears that he has a drinking problem, and he's not going to have a. He's going to have a hard time drinking in prison. It's like, you know, toilet bowl moonshine or something. But yeah, I don't doubt that he may pass on during his court cases or soon after being sentenced. You know, I don't see the 10 of swords here, but you got justice, judgment, and the death card all in the same readings. That's yeah. I wouldn't want those cards for mine. Just saying. So, what do we have? Putin. Yeah, his might be a few years out. Trump, he's stressing out and he needs to take a break, but his doesn't appear to be imminent. Rudy's, I would say of the three, it's going to be a race between Putin and Rudy. Putin kind of knows when his is going to happen. Rudy doesn't. I think Rudy is just basically going to, you know, he's going to have a heart attack and go. Putin will have his colon cancer, whatever he has, and it'll be a slow one. And Trump, Lord knows what's going to happen with him. Okay, again, entertainment purposes only, reading on people's health, public figures' health. I have no insight on their health. I am not a doctor. I don't roleplay one of my D&D group. I am not licensed, nor am I giving medical advice or anything of the sort. Just reading tarot cards. Okay, so anyways, thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you were entertained by it. Hope you found some insight with it. Maybe calm things down a little bit with you. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your comments to help feed the YouTube algorithm so my video makes it out to new viewers. And to those new viewers, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you'll catch future ones coming up. Take care. Bye-bye.